Hey, what's going on, tech fans? Welcome back to another edition of Newegg TV. I'm Elric, your host. Now, many people know that most of the GTX series of cards come with 2 GB out of the box. Now, this card we're going to be looking at from EVGA is the GTX 660 version that comes with 3 GB of GDDR5. So this is going to be a pretty incredible card. Now, with that said, let's jump in, check out what comes in the box and what the features are of this new card from the folks over at EVGA. All right, folks, so let's first off take a look at the outside of the box. You can see the top has 3 GB of GDDR5 memory, supports SLI, DirectX 11, PhysX, 3D Vision Surround. It's obviously PCI Express 3.0. You guys can see it's the EVGA GeForce GTX 660. I'm going to spin around the back just real quick, let you guys take a look at the back where you guys can see the rear I/O and some of the features. You guys can see they have their EVGA warranty, their satisfaction warranty, which means that this thing's basically good for as long as you have the card. They have their Precision X software, which is used for overclocking and stuff like that. They also have their mods rigs, where if you actually submit 2,000 photos, or I think it's 200 or 2,000 photos, you actually get money. Really incredible stuff. So with that said, let's actually jump in now and see what actually is in this box. So what we're looking at right now is called the bundle or accessories pack, and we can see that it comes with their user's guide, DVI to analog converter, the manual, and then the Molex to 6-pin power connector. This is all the accessories. Now let's actually move on and take a look at the card. So now that we got the card out of the box, let's take a look at the front of the card here where you can see it clearly says the EVGA GeForce GTX 660. Now this is the non-Ti version, and this is pretty much at reference clock speeds. Now this thing comes in at 980 megahertz as the core clock and 1033 as the boost clock. It also has 960 stream processors, where the 650 Ti has 768. Has 3 GB of GDDR5 memory and 192-bit memory interface. Now, you guys can see it has a clear blowing fan here type design, which is going to blow the air out of the rear I/O. Let's flip it around real quick and take a look at the back of it, where you guys can see everything going on in the card. And here's actually the nomenclature down here on the side of the card right here, where you can see if you want to buy it, what to look for the part number. That's right here. You guys can also see it's completely black on the back and on the front, so those people looking to match their system up for color coordinating, like a modder, this will probably be a card you're going to want to check out. If you flip the card around also, you can also see it clearly says the EVGA GeForce GT 660 again on the back, so when it's in your computer, you'll be able to see that as well. Now, this thing has 140 watt power draw to the single 6-pin power connector. 450 watt power supply is the minimum recommended. You guys can once again see the nomenclature on the card. And up here on the back is the single SLI finger. This card will do 2-way SLI, no more than that. Beyond that though, real quick, let's take a look at how well the card size is in. So I have the card down here on the desk. I'm gonna go ahead and take the trusty little ruler out here, give it on here. We can see that the card is 9¼ inches long. The height of the card is 3¾ inches. And the width of the card is about 1¼ inches. Pretty much the standard of all the other cards that are out there. Now, for the rear I/O, we've got a couple different connections. We've got the DVI-D up here on top, DVI-I on the bottom. You have your standard HDMI and your standard DisplayPort. Now, for digital resolution, the max is 2560 by 1600, but for the analog, it's 2058 by 1536. So there is a difference there. And the maximum resolution that you can get off your HDMI connector is 1920 by 1080, just in case you guys don't know that. Now, last but not least, on the bottom of the card here, you guys can see the PCIe 3.0 interface, along with the EVGA little nomenclature right there saying revision 1.0. All right, folks, so there you guys have it. That's everything that comes in the box, the features overview. Now, the 3 GB of GDDR5 memory is going to come in great when you're trying to push all the bells and whistles in your games, when you want to have all those features turn up to their maximum. Having that amount of memory is going to really, really help. Now, I hope you guys liked this video. If so, make sure you guys hit that like button and show us that you appreciate it. And hey, you want to make sure you're subscribed to Newegg TV so you never miss out on any of the goodness here on the channel. We'll see you guys later.